Okay, hold on a second if you can. I just want to squeeze one or two more in before we have to leave it. Let me go to line 3. We'll go to... Hello.
How you doing?
Not too bad. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I'm a DJ in a nightclub in North County Dublin.
Yeah.
And I've been working there now for about 2 years or so, but during the course of that time, we've heard a lot of stories from night porters and night staff, lounge staff, about hearing different things going on in the club and seeing different things. Of course, you just fobbed them off, you know.
It wasn't just the air conditioning on the windows going funny or...
well, not according to them it wasn't, but of course you always think that until something happens to you. So this particular night, anyway, everybody else had gone home, and as usual, the staff had got together. Would have been about 3:30 in the morning. We normally go to the hotel end of things for a drink, but I was only drinking a cup of tea because I was driving. So I said my good nights and went back down to the nightclub to pick up my stuff, my CDs and that. And as you look out at the DJ box in this particular nightclub, all along the wall are mirrors. So as I bent down to pick up my stuff, I turned around and something caught my eye in the mirror. So I had a look, and there was a guy looking back at me, just standing there looking back at me. So the only place he could have been was in the DJ box. So of course my first reaction was to turn back around into the DJ box and see, but there was nobody there. It's quite a small DJ box anyway, so there wasn't anybody else in the nightclub. So when I looked back around, he was still there. He was still looking at me from out of the mirror. So you can imagine the fright I got.
How old was he? Give me a description.
Well, he seemed to be in his late 50s.
Yeah.
Late 50s, early 60s maybe. He had quite a craggy kind of a face. He looked quite sad. But to be quite honest with you, I didn't really stick around too long there, you know.
And does it ever go through your mind when you're in that DJ box that you're not alone?
Yeah,
it's not just the punters looking at you.
No. I mean, I won't go down near the club now alone at all, to be honest with you. You know, I won't go down, and if I do have to go down to pick something up, I'll always ask somebody to get back down with me. I mean, I will not go back down to the nightclub alone. Now, since then, a couple of things have happened, like... I'll be on my own at the DJ box, and a night will be going on, and suddenly the smoke machines will come on, and nobody there to turn them on, you know. The smoke machines are operated by 2 small buttons that you've got to press down yourself, and there'll be nobody else in the DJ box, only myself, and the smoke machines will come on. Little things like that, you know. But that particular night now, when I saw him in the mirror, that was definitely the one that done it for me. So I don't laugh at anybody else's stories now.
Fair dues to me, friend. And you never believed in this before, obviously, did you?
Well, not really. I mean, you hear too many stories for it just to be cobblers, really.
And I suppose when you see it yourself, then it's a different case entirely.
Yeah, it is. And anybody who I told in the nightclub, they all believed me. Nobody fobbed me off, and it was funny actually. As a funny side to it, I was walking out, and as I was walking out, I should have said running out of the club. There was a couple of members of staff coming back down, and one of them said, "My God, Eric, you look as if you've seen a ghost." I said, well, funny you should mention that, actually.
And they probably went, "Told you so."
Yeah.
This is the one we warned you about before. Fair dues to you. I hope you weren't there tonight, were you?
I wasn't.
You weren't? Okay, good man yourself, good man. Let me go to, I'll just go to one more. Sorry, that's it now. Have to close the night. Is it, with lady on line 2 there, please? We will go to, hello, how are you?
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, this is concerned, it's a friend of my mother's.
Okay, yeah.
And this was going back about 30 odd years. She was getting married, and she picked out her wedding dress, and she'd done the whole thing, whatever. But she was walking down Grafton Street one day, and she decided just to nip in, have a look in a department store at the bridal section. And she went in, and she was looking at the dresses, and she was saying, "Oh God, they're gorgeous." And this man came up to her and started talking to her. And he said, "Do you like those?" And she was, "Oh yeah, I think they're beautiful." And he was asking her, "Which one do you like?" And she was saying, "Oh, that's gorgeous, that one there," and so forth. And she was talking to him. So she went home, and a couple of days later, a package arrived at our house. And when she opened up the package, it was the dress, right? And she went upstairs, and she was like, "Jesus, this is great." And she was actually been telling her parents, so she assumed something, whatever. And she went upstairs, and she tried on the dress. And when she looked in the wardrobe mirror, she saw your man, the fella that she was actually been talking to, and she got such a fright. And apparently, this woman is still a friend of my mother's, and she got such a fright that she just legged it down the stairs. She was screaming, she was completely distraught, she couldn't believe it, and she went grey. No, not completely grey, but the shock of it and the stress of it, and she was terrified. She's never gone to this department store since, and that's really it. Now,
it was in the department store it happened, was it?
It was in the department store. She was looking at the dresses.
Yeah. Is that department store still around?
Oh, yeah,
okay,
still around, yeah. And she went in, and your man just approached her, and start talking to her. And she said he was very suave, very gentlemanly. She was talking to him. And what she claims is, she says, I think it was the devil or something in that line.
Well, okay, hold on. Was it the devil? I don't believe in devils. I very much doubt it was the devil.